Tracker's gonna live the nation, and Spectrum's got such supervision. Mask is a mighty power that could save the day. Mask, no one knows what lies behind the mask charade. Mask, always riding out on Venom's trail. Comes to the laser rays, fire away.
Hey everybody, it's Bill from Matt-Trakker.com, and welcome to this episode of Behind the Mask. And whatever you do, do not walk toward that light. What am I doing right now? I'm laying on the floor, thinking about the review in general, what I'm going to be talking about. It's a perspective that you don't really, kind of take in at all. Look at all this untapped space for all these mask things I could put up here. That's a whole other day. What am I going to review? I want to review something weird. Something that isn't really widely known about and can give you nightmares. Oh, there it is. If I review him now, I have to review the rest of the set. I'll grab them off the wall and let's talk about them. What do you think of my new setup here? I decided to actually make the mask computer room my actual work area. So, no, of course that's not the case. It's a screenshot. I've been using it for Zoom rooms actually. It's something I can post onto the Facebook page, so I'll put a link in the description. You can grab it right there if you want to use it for virtual backgrounds. I highly recommend it because nobody's going to know what it is. But no, let's get out of that. There we go. Yeah, so what we have here is it's a unique instance of some of the mask items that you and I would not have known about when we were younger. And, well, there's a set of 4 of them, and they've made other entities, not just mask. Here's one here. You got Ultra Flash. I'm gonna show you this one in detail, just like the rest of them. But what I want to point out with these masks is how incredibly brittle they are. You can see that there, that slit. These pretty much do not age well. So if you're getting a set of these, they're most likely going to originate from Italy. That appears from what I've seen and what I've come to understand is where they've been manufactured. It's by Cesar, and Parker Toys does have the copyright on it. And I can't read the actual tag, but all of these had tags on them. Each one of them had one. The other ones fell off to kind of show you what it was. And I don't know how these would have really been displayed. They have a rubber band. I don't recommend pulling them at all, just because it will break. This guy here on the Viper mask has the trademark on it. Parker Toys, 1986. Cesar, 1987. So they got the copyright in 86 to do them, and then they made them in 87. It's interesting. But again, look, you can see, got a Pac-Man head thing going on there. The detail's pretty good on them, I'll be honest with that. They're meant for children. They're not meant for your head. I'm sorry to say that. So, again, really good detail. Go back to Ultra Flash again real quick. Rubber band broke on this one. I kept it on just because it was the original. You can replace it if you want. I wouldn't recommend a string or anything like that if you're going to try to wear these. And I'll show you how I display mine in a second too, toward the end of the video. So Ultra Flash is really good detail. It kind of mimics. You can see that one back there. That's the one that came with that Halloween costume. You might have seen it in I think it was Halloween. I think it was. I forget exactly. But yeah, you would have seen this. You know, the plastic smock where you couldn't. You know, your body was sweating profusely because there was no air ventilation. And there, we all had those. I have a He-Man one if you want to see one. It's posted on the Facebook page. When I was younger. So yeah, it's kind of funny. It's pretty close. That one's darker in color, and it's got a little bit of a different design. You can kind of see the two there. That one back there kind of cuts off right at the neck, but the face part, the covering is bigger in general. This gives you a little bit more detail on the neck area. Then we go to Spectrum. Spectrum itself. The color on this is odd. I'll be honest, I wasn't a huge fan of the coloring on this one. I guess it would have been hard to make gray, like have that stand out. I don't know. It feels off. There we go. Do I sound better inside of this? You might see these masks too with like voice changers, and I reviewed one where I have Viper mask. Oh crap, it's stuck. Or I have Viper mask that shoots water. It actually doesn't, but you can review. You know, check out that review. That'll be in the link as well. The link in the description. Wow, I really can't breathe in that thing. Jeez. Whew. All right. Again, like the detail on them, I mean, there's a lot of details, a ton of it. It just doesn't hold up. So again, if you're getting these shipped overseas, please make sure that seller is packing it very nicely. Now we're getting the one that is kind of a stuff of nightmares. I don't understand how this thing came to be. I've taken pictures with it on, and I've scared my wife with it a few times. She's missing part of his head there. I would say that this one here is my favorite because of how scary it is. Look, look how terrifying this is. Look at it. How good it stays on too. Yeah, this one here, I don't get why it was produced. I never once, when I was a kid, wanted to look exactly like Matt-Trakker, and I feel like we peeled his face off and it made it into this. So this would have worked out well for Face Off the movie, if Nicolas Cage needed to be Matt-Trakker real quick. But yeah, just soak it in, absorb the nightmare, and let me know your thoughts on it when you get a chance. Though, I love it because it's how creepy it is. And people are asking me how I have them on the wall. There's not a good way to display these without really ruining them. So what I did was I took a command strip, one of the smaller ones, and just kind of bent it around it. And then on the wall there's a piece going, up there where it needs to be, and it just goes right on. It's not like a really, really tight seal, but it keeps them up there, and it's a good way to display them. And if you have other masks like that, if you collect anything like this too, like where there's no really, really good way to do it, maybe it's a recommendation you can take. I'm not worried about ruining them. Again, I tested the command strips out of some old boxes before I did what I did over there too. So for anybody, wondering, it's all command strip oriented. So, but yeah, let me know your thoughts on these masks. Do you have any other ones too? So I know there are a lot of other ones out there, and if you have any other ones from Cesar, I would love to see them, love to hear about them. And I don't know if that is a serial number of, that's one thing I wanted to point out too. I don't know if this is a serial number of like the sets. So that's something to think about as well. And when I got these years ago. I want to say I spent I'm gonna say I spent about $40 on them, and then the ship was probably another 20. So keep it in mind when you're thinking about that, because these did come from Italy. So just food for thought. So again, let me know your thoughts on these masks. Let me know if you have them. Let me know if you've seen them before, if you remember them from when you were a kid. And let me know about the upcoming nightmares you're going to have with this one. So until next time, it's Bill from Matt-Trakker.com, and I'll talk to you later.
Spectrum's got such supervision. Na 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 na.